in Houston. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Houston Astros. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get underway, and on the hill today, Luis Garcia. And Chris, he's hoping for some better fortune moving forward.
Well, you know this guy wants to be.
So I don't really know what's going on here today with Houston. Feels like a spot start for Luis Garcia. 2 starts on the year. They have both, I would assume, been ugly, as Garcia enters this one with an ERA over 20. Which probably means we're not going to have a very fun day. We do generally struggle against high ERA guys for whatever reason. At least, wow. At least for about the first 4 or 5 innings. And then eventually we force him out. That's an interesting call there on the 0-1. Wow. Well, so he got the first one on the corner, kind of. At least according to the umpire, and then that one was actually a dot. Hang and slurve, and then 2 curveballs. 3-pitch strikeout of Justin Henry Malloy without a swing. Well, I wouldn't hang that slurve to Carpenter. He didn't. That is 3 straight 12-6 curves. No straight fastball for Garcia either. Damn it, Cutter. Saw something that looked fast, was hoping for the sinker. Met that 91 mile an hour cutter way out in front. Way inside. Now 1-2. Well, at the very least, no immaculate inning here in the first for Luis Garcia. Now 2-2. 3-hit performance for Carpenter yesterday. Oh my God, his OPS is below 13. That one hit hard. Not gonna get down, even though Alvarez started back on that ball.
Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup.
There's just no space out there in left.
Carry Carpenter.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure.
Gotta hit something in the gap or hit it over the wall into the Crawford boxes to have much of hope out there. We'll just blast something on the ground. Not 2 away for Riley Green. I mean, Garcia's made mistakes to both hitters so far this inning. Carpenter hit it hard. Malloy took it on the first pitch of the game. Wow!
Stands in now and watches strike 1.
I mean, we didn't have a very favorable strike zone yesterday, but this is... That one's rough. Line drive base hit with 2 outs on a slurve that missed middle in. Riley Green stays hot and extends the inning for Torkelson.
At the plate, Spencer Torkelson. Homered in the ball game yesterday.
See what he can do. Wow!
Corner, and it's 0-1.
Carp is playing. 0 for 1 with a line out so far. That is, I mean, we're going to have to test that with Reese Olson on the mound today because every single thing that is just missed off that edge has been a strike. Ooh. Finally got that sinker. Didn't do much with it. Slightly out in front on it. Potential curveball in the dirt. Not in the dirt. Pretty good one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
1-2 here on tour. 2 out base runner in Green.
Ooh. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Wasn't sure we were going to get to that pitch. Good sinker at the bottom of the zone. Only a 4-pitch pitcher is Garcia. But 2 curveballs and essentially 2 fastballs.
2 outs.
Ground ball to third.
Ground to third.
flip on to first base will end the inning, and the Tigers cannot get anything done after the 2-out single by Green. But probably going to be a lot of ground balls today. Not a single straight fastball. I mean, we're gonna get a lot of sinkers, I'd imagine.
Starting on the mound in this one, Reese Olson. What's the scouting report?
Well, let's see if the umpires want to call the game the same way they did while we were at the plate. Jose Altuve to start the game. Well, didn't hit the spot, and Torres booted it. Throw on to first, and Altuve was not running down the line. Wow.
Now we check out the Astros lineup. The numbers tell us
anyway,
offense designed to swing it.
On to Mauricio Dubon. It was a bit of a pain in the ass yesterday. Jordan Alvarez, who we mostly kept in check. Didn't do any massive damage against us.
Look for long pitch counts, grinding out at bats, and really barrel to
Sinker
the
at the
baseball
knees in for a
the
strike on
bases than for these
Dubon. And the knees were a very interesting spot in yesterday's strike zone, as that's on the ground to Torkelson. 2 away. I mean, we weren't getting the calls at the knees on the mound, but Houston certainly was. Base is clear for Jordan Alvarez. Well, that outer edge is not going to be called a strike, but I don't really want to go inside on Jordan.
Count, you really don't.
He's not even the worst walk candidate, but I don't want to try and do that.
Hopefully you can get back into this count.
That one's in there. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Slider low away. We'll go low and inside with a sinker.
Confidence in that pitch.
And that's in. Good pitch from Reese Olson. Do I dare? Do I dare? He didn't go.
And the count's full.
Full count here on Alvarez. Wow! Okay, well, we do get a call outside the zone in the inning, and this is going to be a game I think that both teams are going to be freaking the fuck out after a lot of calls here today. Much like yesterday. As the game went on, the calls did become more even.
Second inning set to go.
Gleyber Torres will lead off the second. 5, 6, 7 for Detroit. And pretty weak contact, but that will drop. Honestly, that's a good thing.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Gleyber Torres just soft-served it into left field. Little hanging curve.
Up now for the Tigers.
Now here's Andy Ibanez. Been really, really good against right-handers this year.
That catches the corner.
However, most of that success is when we can get out in front of something. That, not a great pitch to try and do that with. Both pitches away, so we're going to have to adjust here surely. Down and away to Andy Ibanez. Check swing, just low.
Tries to hold up.
1 and 2.
And he held back, according to Ricky Halladay.
Yeah, what a take, and surprisingly called straight up. 1 and 2. And ground ball, base hit to the right side. First 2 Tigers have reached here in the second. Getting to the part of the order, though, that, I mean, who the hell knows?
Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Andy Ibanez really should be an everyday type player, but just hasn't been so far for us. Ground ball, dive, it's going to be a base hit for Dylan Dingler, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. And now it is Colt Keith.
So bases all loaded up.
Who now, I might actually have to make a change. I'm not sure if Colt can technically play short. Ball 1 to Colt Keith.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits.
Garcia had a pretty good first inning, just the 2-out single to Green. 3 straight hits to start the second.
Go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Swinging the foul out of play.
Colt's been a tough bat to get into the lineup. He's much better against lefties, which just doesn't make a lot of sense. 2-1.
97 on the gun.
I mean, he's batting .270, but he just has not been in the starting lineup much as of late. 3-1.
And the count is 3-1.
Real big trouble here.
Can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to
Does Colt see anything to hit? Nope. Ball four. And after 3 hits to start the inning, Colt Keith draws a walk.
This inning's definitely getting away from him.
1-0 on the bases loaded walk, and here's Baez.
Second in the American League in hitting.
And Baez foul. Javier Baez is going to hit a home run just about anywhere in the majors right now. Houston is a good candidate. Ooh.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Would have had to stay with that and just kind of pound it back up the middle, I think.
Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some
0-2
feedback that he opens
on
up the
Baez.
outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty.
Whoa!
So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors
Garcia
into this at all.
dropped that in. But for the first time today, the zone is small. Huh. And now it's 2-2.
Yeah, that's ball 2.
Man, Garcia can't catch a break here in this second inning. I don't know. I was actually kind of thinking road to the show today. We don't do that a whole lot. But, I don't know. And down the right field line, it is fair! No!
Well, they say it's a game of inches, and that's
I thought this was a fair ball. This must have just been foul. I swear, even there, I see it hit the line. I mean, I guess it messes up the chalk a little bit, but damn, it's as close as you can get. Still 2-2 on Baez. And that one's hit hard. Baez has hit one into the gap. 2 runs are in. We'll send a third as Alvarez had trouble with it. A 3-run double, yes, for Javier Baez.
It was headed for the gap all the way, and as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your
And a
first couple steps
4-0
into the box. You know you
score
got some real
line
estate
with
to run
nobody
on.
out
Such
here
a
in the
good feeling.
second.
Nice liner into the gap right there.
Runner in scoring position.
That is
No
5
outs. Malloy will
straight
hit
Tigers
next. He's
to
0 for
reach.
1.
Ooh,
Big swing and a
went
miss.
after that
Well, they've been able to
curveball.
score 4 runs
Might be
off
able to
of
see
this
the
inning, and this is
the
where you
bats
want to just
swing
max
a little
out,
bit
get
more
as much as you
freely
can,
here.
Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Wow.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Let's take a look at the feedback here.
He's already 0 for 1 with the punch out.
Nah.
The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout.
Just about
You can't
had
get
both
too
of them, to be
relaxed.
honest.
You still got to make good pitches
0-2.
to get him out.
They swung and missed on 3 straight curveballs. And we had it timed up, too.
Oh, it can be so
That's
tough
2
as a hitter to
strikeouts for
pull
Malloy.
yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place.
Walked
racing,
home the
having a
first
hard
run.
time sleeping,
Baez
trying to
drove in
figure out
3.
What can get him back on track.
Now
Back to
Carpenter,
feel more
the
comfortable
runner on
and settled
second,
in
1
in the
away.
box.
Foul ball there.
Jesus Christ. Almost to the back row in foul territory. Way out in front. And a chopper back up the middle. Going to be a really tricky play. There will be no play
Safe at first.
for Jose Altuve. And now runners on the corners. And how long? Hey, we got a 10-game hit streak.
10 straight.
Wow.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory.
I wonder how long
Average
Luis
going
Garcia
up,
is going to be able to stay in this
OBP,
game.
Everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Here's Riley Green. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Do not believe there's any... Oh, no, there is action in the Astros pen. That one high in the air, right field.
Back.
into foul territory, and they make the catch, and I'm a dumbass because we could have tagged up and scored the 5th run.
Carry on that ball to right there. Almost got out of here thanks to the wind.
A little bit more foul territory over there on the right side. And then here's Torkelson.
0 for 1 so far.
Bullet to left field, his first time. That wasn't Torque, was it? Ooh.
Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound, and this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page.
Runners still on the corners.
Here comes the 0-1. In there for a strike at the top.
Not a damn thing you're doing with that is Lance McCullers. Yeah.
Lance McCullers.
Not exactly who we want to see, so it'd be great to push across another run here.
2 on, 2 outs.
Way outside.
Well, that's kind of what you expect.
And even though Garcia was getting those calls in the first inning, hasn't put anything close enough here in the second. That'll miss. 2-2.
2-2.
What a long inning for Luis Garcia. Still could get worse. I was scared. That was defensive. That was all defensive. Full count on Torque. Gleyber Torres, who started the inning, due up next. And fought off right field. Underneath it is Chas McCormick. 4 runs come across. 3 of them on the Javier Baez double.
Bases clearing double. It's now a 4-0 ball game.
5 hits in the inning.
Baseball is on the show.
Wouldn't be too shocked if Luis Garcia does not throw another pitch here today. McCullers will be well ready.
And we're back. And now the first baseman, Christian Walker.
Well, Christian Walker hit a home run yesterday. And he's going to get us here again. Single right back up the middle. Well, ass.
It ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. First pitch fastball.
Now have Yainer Diaz. He did some damage yesterday as well. This PA announcer, by the way, I don't know why we even still continue to try and mess around with him. Really distracting.
Next off
Out away. 2 strikes on Yainer. Uh-oh. Lucky that that's foul.
0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes.
That's a mistake,
that's
Slaughter.
not what that pitch was.
Regardless, playable for Baez.
Baez makes the grab, 1 away.
Javi's still got silver fielding in center. How about that? 1 on, 1 out.
Now the third base.
Isaac Paredes. He had a nice day yesterday as well. And ball 1.
In, and it's 1-0. Olsen. He gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard.
It's a lot of swing and miss. I'm not sure if anybody has swung and missed through 16 pitches.
Ball, that's out.
2-1 now.
At first, 1 away.
3-1.
Offering upstairs.
Just rushing these a little bit.
The sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Whoa, what the fuck happened with that changeup? I know we missed it, but
base runners off the paths.
What the hell?
And those home runs are solo shots, but to this point,
well, John Singleton, he could certainly get the Astros back in this game.
Now at the plate.
Whoa. Well, there's finally a swing and a miss, but on a pretty bad pitch.
They strike hitters out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball
strikes
going
yet
out of the
again.
park. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Bottom half of inning.
Curveball on the ground. Runner will advance to third. Torres never threw the ball.
Yeah, all you want is a guy like that. Take the ball every
That's an inning-ending double play, and even though the button was tapped, I don't know if I double tapped it or what. Gleyber doesn't throw the ball, and now the Astros have some life. Ball 1 to Pena.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Looks like
gotta say, it's been an ugly inning for Reese.
Good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys
there it is.
Later on in the
Our
game,
first miss right off that outer
touch
edge. Astros got 3 of those in the first inning. Not called there. Oh my God.
3-1.
3-1.
First and third, 2 away.
And that's just ridiculous. Oh my goodness, he swung at that. Colt Keith is there, but there's 99 speed, and it's 4-1.
And a run comes in to score.
That's the ground attack right there. He can really run. So not only
Didn't have, I don't think, a chance to flip that to second. A pitch that is certainly ball 4. First off, home to first in 4.1 seconds. My God.
First and second, 2 outs.
I mean, just look at where this sinker missed. Look at that. That's the hit. Number 9 hitter Chas McCormick. Fouled off.
Fouled off.
And on the ground to Malloy.
Third,
Could have just tagged the bag, but the throw across will do just the same. That could have been worse. It really could have. Kind of dug ourselves a little bit of a hole there. And the Astros do get a run, but the Tigers lead by 3 as we head to the third. Not what we wanted. Well, Gleyber Torres led off the second.
Garcia back to work.
It's been a rough start on the mound for this guy.
And surprisingly, Luis Garcia is working yet again. Lance McCullers still in the bullpen.
Next offering misses down and away.
I feel like the only pitch he has any bit of confidence in is the curveball. As he should, he's thrown some good ones.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
That one, not so much. Now 3-1.
Off the inside edge.
And walks the leadoff hitter here. Could certainly be in some big trouble. All right, gets a strike in. I'd say that's a good take. Sinker down and away. 3-2 on Gleyber. And there's ball 4.
So a leadoff walk.
Curveball never came close. The second walk surrendered by Luis Garcia. The first one drove in a run. So here's Ibanez. That's an odd sinker there. That delivery made me think that it was coming in as hard as he'll throw it, but it's actually the slowest he will. And Ibanez to right field again. The third inning has started essentially the same way as the second. First 2 batters of the inning, and both Torres and Ibanez are on base. Feel like it's only a matter of time before Lance McCullers enters this game.
Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change.
Kind of figured.
Luis Garcia departs.
Luis Garcia, not a very good performance. Charged with those runners on base. And McCullers going to have to come in and get 3 outs to officially close his line. That ends at 2 innings even. Want to say he allowed 6 hits? Something like that? 6 hits, 2 walks. Lance McCullers not having a great season so far either. But certainly has the stuff to give us fits.
On an infield single his first time. And a strike in there.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Especially against a guy like Dingler. All the way to the backstop. Both runners are going to advance without a throw.
Both runners move up 2 in scoring position
now the
now.
ERA for Luis Garcia would get much, much worse.
Things even tougher. 2 men in the scoring position now, still with nobody out. So
and back up the middle. Dingler's going to have a chance to beat this out, and a wild throw by Altuve. They're going to ding him maybe with an error here? I'm not sure. It would have been close. I don't know.
Transfer made all the difference.
So
Well, regardless, it's 5-1. Runners on the corners in the third here. Nobody out. And ball one.
Shortstop takes the ball. No outs.
Ball one, no
Runners at
strikes.
Do
first
not
and third.
believe an error was given to Altuve, which I think is fair. 2-0. Good block
In the
that
dirt,
time.
but kept close. But no advance from the runners.
Shaping up to be a very long day for the Houston Astros.
And
3-0.
another ball.
My, oh my. And how long will they let McCullers go if he's going to struggle too? And that's a
And they're all
4-pitch walk.
loaded up.
Maybe a little loss
Throw
of
down to
focus on
third.
the
I'm
mound
not
right
really
there.
sure
Pretty
why.
much gifted
Andy
him
was
first base with the
not
quick
far
three
away.
pass.
So they're all
Well,
loaded up.
yet again, the
Here's
bases
Baez
are
now.
loaded for Javier
Doubled in his
Baez.
first AB.
And ball one.
Outside. 1-0.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists
My
right
goodness.
here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come
2-0.
to you.
That's a ball.
Next pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
6
Pressure's on
straight
right
balls
here.
for
2-0
Lance
count,
McCullers.
Bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Oh,
And that one fouled off.
good cutter. Down at 90.
Bases loaded,
Trying to jump on that
nobody out and a
sinker.
run across. We're here
Maybe
in the top
95,
half
but
of
let's be
number
honest,
3.
he's probably not going to throw it there very often. 2-1 on Baez. And a ground ball. That will be a double play. Another run will come home. So make it 6-1, but after the 3-run double by Baez the first time,
Double plays kind of
that's going
going
to sting a little bit.
Here's the third baseman,
I mean,
Henry Malloy.
Slider
0 for
pretty
2
low.
in this one.
Not really a shock that Javi just chopped it. And
In the
Malloy.
air, out towards right
First
center.
pitch, really one of the first, I'd say, hittable pitches that we've seen from
that is
McCullers,
that.
and it's a fly out to center. Malloy is 0 for 3, but the Tigers add on 2 more.
And a runner left.
Top of the order due up for the Astros. Reese Olson back to the mound with a 5-run lead.
Astros won. Back here in Houston, Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Second baseman,
Jose is 0 for 1.
Altuve has a lot
Rough
of
goal.
history with the Astros.
Last
In
inning
fact,
for
he's
Reese
played so
Olson.
many seasons in
Forced
Houston,
what
he's
should
the
have been
only
an
player
inning-ending
named
double
an
play.
All-Star
Glaber
in
never
both
threw the ball.
leagues while playing for the same team.
2-0.
You know, Boog, Altuve goes back
And so
all
the
way
command
to those
issues that we
Astros
had
days
in the
NL
second
Central
inning back
before
here
they
for the
moved to
third.
AL West.
Strike
Whoa.
one.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball.
Whoa.
Slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Sinker is chopped foul by Altuve. Haven't really been in great counts to use the curve. And on the ground to Malloy, and it got
And that's
by.
a fair ball.
Down the line, it'll be a long single for Altuve. Was not hit very hard.
Here's Mauricio
Didn't slice
Duvall.
it all.
Grounded out.
Not a
His
surprise.
first
That was a
time up.
slider on the outside edge.
Inside.
Ball one.
Ball 1. Duvall. the
Reese
former
just
Gold
can't
Glove
seem
winner,
to hit the
second
zone.
in today's lineup, and he was born in Honduras.
Late swing there, foul.
Down
Nah.
close, rule the ball.
I wish I could figure out what the hell the zone is today. Not like it fucking matters, because Reese can't throw a strike even when we time something.
First, nobody out. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Whatever it takes to get the Astros back in this game, I guess, is what we're going to do.
Nobody out, and they're the heart of their order.
Hitless in the series is Alvarez.
Crooked number.
Alvarez batting for the second time.
294 career average, season average. Way out in front of the changeup. But even that is just left way too high up.
He can't go into that spot very often against a guy
Swinging
like
a
this.
foul. I don't even know how. Do it again. He fouled that one off.
And it stays 0-2.
Reese missed up with it.
First and second.
He's still out in front
Here
on
in
it.
the last half of the third.
It was only a matter of time. Went to that pitch 3 straight times, and Altuve, or rather Alvarez, finally got one. They are sending the other runner, Torkelson's throw, to the wrong side of home plate. Yordan Alvarez with a 2-run double, and the Astros won't go away.
You're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
I don't even know if that throws on the money to Dingler. Yeah. It's just that extra time he had to waste getting the ball over to the correct side.
No outs. And next will be
Nobody out in the inning.
Christian Walker.
That one hit hard. Carpenter going back. They will tag Alvarez. Glaber's throw nowhere near in time.
Now batting.
Yainer Diaz.
Astros fly to center his first time. And that one just misses.
We're just hooking everything. Reese can't throw strikes.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up
Anywhere.
in the zone that he can get his arms extended, which you have to be careful of.
You know, trying to fish for corners is just so fruitless right now for Reese because he can't fucking hit him.
There's a strike.
It's like his pitches aren't doing anything.
Next offering is
2 and
in
2.
for a strike.
I mean, I'd love to throw the curveball, but I just don't think it's a great idea. Oh, my God. This is going to be yet another game where I don't think our starter is going to go very long. Rocket to Colt Keith. Wait, we caught that. Oh, I didn't even realize. I thought it bounced. Alvarez had to retreat. That's probably a good thing. Here's Paredes. Oh, my Lord. You do everything you can with the meter, and it is still the worst pitch. The worst pitch possible.
1-1.
I do not understand meter pitching in a Sears game. I don't. Fouled away.
Fouled off.
That's a rare chase this series outside of the zone for Houston. Foul that one off.
A 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Reese Olson gets a lot of swing and misses, huh? Oh, man.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I mean, it's at least 2 balls every single count. On the ground to Malloy. All we need is a decent throw, and it ends the inning, but the Astros scored 2 on a Yordan Alvarez double. He fouled off a couple curveballs. I gave him another. Missed low in the zone, and by that time, Alvarez had it timed up well enough.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Can you say we've really been playing well? The Orioles series is not very good. Couldn't pitch with the starter in game 1 of that series. Bullpen blew it in game 2. I'd say our offense is consistent, though. Rather consistent at the plate. 5 or 6 runs in many of our games as of late. Well, I am not expecting a sinker here from McCullers.
First pitch.
Got a changeup.
Misses.
Changeup up and in. I mean, if he dots that corner, what are you going to do?
In the air,
Weak contact, left field. This one is caught by Alvarez as he runs into the wall.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take
break
on
there
the
for
wall
Carpenter.
and make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can
Laid
be
on that
painful in
knuckle
the end.
curve,
You
just
know
broke
the wall's
inside
coming
on
up
us.
you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration
And up
able
the
to
middle.
make that catch
Took a
and
kind of a
hold on
bad
to it
skip
after
off of the
contact.
mound, and there's very quickly 2 away.
Now batting.
2 down, bases
Well,
empty.
Tigers' offense had been hot against Luis Garcia. Really, once McCullers was done with his early command struggles, quite successful. Got the double play off Baez.
And
And
that's
2-0 here on Torque.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as
Torque
a
0
hitter
for
that
2.
the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So
And,
I think the
wow.
confidence level is
Nearly
really
got
right
hit,
here.
3-0. That first knuckle curve came close,
2
nothing
down,
since.
Nobody on. And
Nope.
that's in for a strike.
Front door slider, 3-0. Nope.
And it's
Went to
foul
the
away.
slider again. It certainly did not act like it. I don't know if torque was just a little bit underneath that or what.
3-2. McCullers trying to finish off the hitter.
And a ground
Right
ball.
side.
Sinker down and away. That's a great 3-2 pitch.
And that
To
is
try and
the
get a
inning.
result,
We're
and
up 3
Torque
now for Detroit,
goes 0
as
for
they're
3.
unable to add to their 6-3 lead.
Well, the Astros continue to try and claw back. 7-8-9 new up. Feels like a very important inning for Reese Olson.
Back here in Houston, John Chapman and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, John Singleton.
Singleton.
John Singleton to lead off the inning. He is 0 for 1.
And first
Wow,
offering is
actually a
fouled
first
off.
pitch in the
Well,
zone.
these Astros showing great
Singleton
discipline
tried
at the
to pull the
plate,
trigger.
and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the
Changeup
3
will
runs
drop
they've
in,
already
too.
scored. On top of that, they forced
Well,
this
that is
starter
a
to throw more
huge
pitches
count
than
to
he
get
wanted
into
at this
there.
point of the game.
Because now you can do that.
Misses, it's a strikeout.
Curveball certainly missed its spot, but that is the second strikeout of the game for Reese Olson, who I want to say leads this team in strikeouts. Whoa.
Fastball, and he gets
Well,
it
everything
away.
good that we just did in the last at-bat thrown away.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now 2-0.
Now a 2-0.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one
Gotta strike
more
somehow.
inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus.
2-1.
But they should be lined up good enough to
That
get to the
one
finish line.
foul.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul.
Get 2 strikes, but we have just lived in 2-2 counts here. On the
Swing,
ground,
and
to
this one's
Malloy.
bounced to the ground.
Great speed down the
Swings it
line.
across.
What a good throw
2-up,
from
2-1.
Jahan.
Now batting. Right
1-2-3 inning for Reese Olson.
Base is empty.
After the way the last 2 innings have
Up next for
gone,
the Astros.
could be massive and might even just buy him another inning. Depending on the pitch count, depending on how the 5th could go.
Swing and a miss as he was out
Certainly
front.
getting some more swings
Two
and
down,
misses
nobody on.
here
We're here in the
in the
bottom of
4th.
That
He took
misses
it.
off the outside edge.
1-2. That's hit
And
hard
that
to
one in
center.
the air center field.
Baez going to run it down.
And that's
Man,
the
I missed
inning.
Tal's Hill.
3 up, 3 down for him there. We're headed to the 5th.
1-2-3 inning for Reese.
The
Big
Astros
confidence
3.
boost. Tigers back to the plate, up by 3.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
I was really waiting for quite the pitcher's duel line. Not today. Although, I'll say this. If the Astros starter Garcia was still in this game, we probably would have gotten it. Gleyber Torres, 1 for 1, walked. His 3rd plate appearance in 5 innings.
That's off the inside corner. And that's
Led
ball
off
one.
the
Well, these
2nd,
Tigers
led
put
off
together
the
some really
3rd.
good at-bats in this
and
game.
now leads
There's
off
been
the
a lot
5th.
to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me
2-0.
like they
Ball
really wanted to
inside.
get to the starter early, get him out of the game before
Good
he
stretch
settles
for
in, so
Gleyber.
I'd
Hit a
say
home run
mission
yesterday.
accomplished.
Whoa.
And there's a ball.
No strike.
They just might not want anything to do with Gleyber. Might take 2 straight here.
That's in there. 3-1.
Probably just foul that pitch off. 3-1.
That one
Ooh,
misses.
just
So
low.
a leadoff walk.
Pretty good changeup there by
Well, you know this guy
McCullers.
wants to swing it, but he's
He
showing
needs a
some
big
good
pitch. He's
patience
going
in this
down and
one.
away.
It's the
Just
second
missed there that
he's
time.
taking ball 4.
So
a
second
man at
walk for
first.
Torres. And now
the left
Ibanez
fielder,
is 2 for
Andy
2.
Ibanez. In the
That's
dirt,
a knuckle
ball
curve
one.
way low.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
I don't think McCullers is going to have the stamina to go much farther.
Check swing,
Check
and he
swing
went.
didn't matter.
Yeah, the count even 1-1.
You wouldn't think so, but the zone edges of the zone today have been just wild. As aforementioned.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to. Have a
1 and
nice
2.
tight spin
Astros
to
get
it,
those calls.
and
We
a
sure the
teaser
fuck don't.
just off the edge of the plate.
Next
Just
pitch,
went a
a
little bit
slider that
farther
misses
outside. 3 straight sliders, 2-2 on Andy. And a
This
ground
to
ball,
third,
and Andy
Paredes.
grounds
Over
into an
Altuve.
easy double play.
Double play.
Walker tagged Ibanez on the wild throw there.
Catcher, Dylan Dingler.
Wow.
Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers.
Second double play forced by Lance McCullers. And
That
ball
one
1 to
missed.
Dingler.
The guy at the plate could
Having one of his
recognize
best games of the
slider
year.
Out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and
2 hits on the
perception.
day.
He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
And
And
2-0.
another ball.
No strikes.
11 games on the year for Dingler. That average has climbed considerably just today. And that one to right. Could be a tricky play. No.
Makes the play.
Backhand play
And
for
that'll do
McCormick
it.
as that ball just continued to carry.
So no runs, no hits, no errors. and
Tigers
no one
offense
out.
has
Top of the
come
fifth,
to a
coming
crawl
up.
here against
Tigers
Lance
6,
McCullers.
and the Astros
They're just
3.
leaving the door open for Houston right now.
Back here at Dyken Park.
Third
Ready
trip
to
through
go
the order
the
for the
last half
top.
of the inning. Here's the former
We are
MVP,
going
Jose
to
Altuve.
warm up Brant Herter, even though that isn't exactly ideal. We'll also get Kenta up. I'm going to hope that Reese can get through this 5th.
That one's in there.
Altuve just mistimed that. There's no other reason for him to take it.
Quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Edge of the zone for a strike. And
Well,
the count
quickly
is
0-2
0-2.
on Jose Altuve. Ground
Out
ball.
to short.
Colt Keith at short.
Throw
Pretty
on
weak
to
throw.
Torkelson.
I never
And the
did
leadoff
move
man
Colt
set
Keith
down
away
in
from
their half of
short.
the fifth.
It's really the first time
Now
he's
it's gonna
been
be
tested
Mauricio
here today.
Dubon.
Not sure if he can play that position or not.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Mauricio Dubon. Oh, man.
And that's
Got a ball, 1
outside.
strike.
Big struggle in the command today for Reese. Big reason why his pitch count is
Swing and a chopper
where it
out
is.
to
Is here's
short.
Colt Keith again.
The throw to first. And a couple of
Successful
quick
so
outs.
far.
Good arm side run to that same side.
Ground outs to Colt Keith here in the 5th.
Ball in the air or get through it. Just
Here's
throws
Jordan.
in on the hands.
Alvarez.
2 down, base is empty. Next to hit, Yordan Alvarez. Singing, he's
Well, a
guy
big
who covers
two-run
both sides
double
of the plate
for
about
Yordan
as
his
well
last
as
time.
anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to
Way
do?
out in
Well,
front.
just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see.
And I
how
mean,
hard
Reese
it is.
doesn't throw
These guys are
anything
great,
much
man.
harder.
They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the
That'll
inside
miss.
pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are
1-1.
the ones that become elite.
Not sure what he saw there. 78 pitches for
outs.
Reese Olson.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Really love to put Alvarez away. Likely end Reese's day.
Next
Ball
pitch
back
misses outside. The count now 2-2.
A lot of long at bats in this one. Broken
Now he
bat.
breaks his bat.
Reese is going to have to field this. Throw on to first
Ron
is just in
Torkelson,
time.
3 up, 3 down, inning over.
Sawed off Yordan Alvarez to end the inning. And likely end
There for
Reese Olson's
Houston.
day.
And they're still doubled up. It's 6-3.
Odd little broken bat there. Well, that stick wasn't doing Alvarez a whole lot of good anyway. He's got 1 hit in the series, and albeit a big
And
hit.
he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this
Sean
season.
Dubin
His walk rate
again.
is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
Keith
Ball 1.
stands
Whoa.
in here, leaves that one off the
Counts
inside.
1-0.
The
Abreu
Astros
and
have some action
Sousa
in their pen.
also
Brian
warming
Abreu
up.
Up and loosening in the pen.
Dubin did
Sousa
not have a great
warming
outing
up as
yesterday.
well.
Curveball just continues to move. It's a good pitch. think you got a hanger and you don't.
Right through there
Oh.
for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of
1 and 2
success
on
when
Keith.
You want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Right on the inside edge, fouled away. Yet to time that pitch up.
Fouls it
Do it
back
again.
with 2 strikes.
2 straight curves from Dubin. Both of them fairly good. And that one hit hard down the left field line. Colt Keith could have extra bases into the corner, and he will have a leadoff double without a throw.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some.
I mean,
so
I
that
think
was
Colt
nicely
Keith
done to
today
beat the odds. That was a thing of beauty.
is
He may
maybe
have been a
trying to
little
force
behind
his
the
way
pitch,
back into
but
the order.
by
I mean,
getting
like
the
I
barrel
said
into the
a bit
hitting
earlier,
zone early on
he
in
really
the swing,
hasn't
he was
seen
able
a
to
lot
beat
of
it
time.
and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
So here is
Here's
Baez.
Baez.
Up and down day for Javi. 3-run
0-1.
double back in the second inning. Double play his last time.
Ball
I got
one
one
there.
ball, 1 strike.
Oddly, a couple of fastballs. Dubin hasn't really loved to throw that yet. Ooh.
That's in. Ball 2.
When fishing for those
Trying to get to the
corner
front
calls
door with that
again.
curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch.
Didn't get it that
But he
time.
backed up
2
a
and
little
1.
bit on him and stayed inside.
And
Center
pretty weak
field.
contact to center.
Dubon.
Dubon moves in for the first out of the
And
6th.
out number 1 on the grab.
Top of the order, back up.
Now batting.
He's
Third.
struggling.
Justin Henry
Justin Henry Malloy, 2 strikeouts and a very weak
0 for 3 in this one.
fly ball. Right back up the middle. That'll break you out of the slump. Colt Keith coming home, and he is in there. 7-3.
And they lead by 4.
Comes through with the RBI.
Right.
Everyone's trying
Man,
to
0
run
for
the ball
3. It'd
in
been a
today's
tough
game,
day
but
for
if you
Jay
hit the
Henn.
ball that hard on the ground, it's gonna find some
Even missed
holes.
an opportunity in the field earlier on a double down the line, or a hit down the line. It was the Altuve single. And that dive from Yainer Diaz, just a last-ditch effort.
1 gone, runner at first. And next
here
up
come
for
the big
Tigers,
guns.
Terry Carpenter.
Carpenter.
1 for 3.
Green if nothing bad happens.
Called strike right there. Carpenter in
Not
his
that
3rd
time.
season, 27 years old. He's been on a
0-1 on
terrific
Carp.
run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10.
Ooh.
Strike 2.
Sometimes being lucky
I
is.
feel like
a swing and
everybody
miss.
the
He makes
Astros have
contact
thrown
with
at
that
us
pitch,
in this
probably gets
series.
into a double
Even
play.
Garcia, a little bit, has just a great curveball.
Missed with a changeup.
Changeup
And the
will
count
miss
1 and
down
2.
and away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Down away.
Foul ball
Cutter.
still a 1
Pretty
and 2
close
count.
pitch. I think it was right on the inside edge, and it
At
was.
first, 1 gone.
Giannis out in front, and now the 1-2 again.
That's
Good
ball
block
2.
by
In the
Diaz.
dirt, blocked.
2-2 the count.
Astros pitchers have made him work today. Oh,
Swings
my
and misses.
Lord.
It's a strike.
Whoa!
Went back to the curb, and it was a smart choice.
Haven't seen
About letting the ball
him
travel
throw the
so often in
curveball
terms
like
of a
that.
hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that
Astros
curveball
have liked
get
to
a
fish
little
for that
deeper into the
inside
zone
corner,
before he
and,
commits, he's way more likely
not even
to
close there on
recognize
that.
it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch though.
Riley Green up now for the Tigers.
Digging our own grave here. Here's Riley. And
Swing and a high
hit
fly
fairly
ball out
well
there
to
towards
left,
field.
but Alvarez at the
Alvarez
track.
makes the play, and that is that.
Well, Justin
So
Henry
1 run
Malloy
in the inning
gets
on
the
this
Tigers
Thursday.
another
It's
run.
now a
Their
4-run
7th of the
lead
game
at 7-3. Back
on the
after this
10th
on the
Tigers
show.
hit of the day. So Reese Olson's day will be done. He's just about out of gas here. We're going to try and get at least an inning
Pitcher on now.
out of Kenta Maeda.
He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Christian Walker to lead off.
And that drops in for a strike.
Maeda didn't have his best performance his last time out.
In this one, it's been fun getting a chance to see him go to work. They really made that opposing starter work. In this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
I mean, maybe it's just the velocity of the stuff that Maeda has. That's a good pitch.
So up next,
As good as Maeda can try and do. And now if Kent is going to get squeezed here, we're going to be in some big trouble.
And another ball. Runner at first with no outs here.
Ground ball. Torkelson fields it. Should have just tagged the bag, but Colt back to first. Double play clears the bases.
Double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside.
I mean, we're a step away from the base here.
And then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
And now, Isaac Paredes.
Not too bad. Here is Paredes.
And first
Ball
offering
off
is
of
fouled
Dingler.
off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom
Throwing
of
the
sixth.
sweeper yet this inning. And that's on the ground to Torkelson. Rough swing there for Paredes.
To the bag, and that'll do it.
It got off to a rocky start with the hard hit ball by Walker, but
They're down 4.
double
It's
play
7-3.
took away the threat. And Paredes, easy grounder.
Now pitching. for
Welcome
the
back. We're in the
Astros.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound,
Number
Brian
52.
Abreu.
Not exactly who we want to see.
Really good this season
Brian
of keeping the
Abreu.
ball in the park. Not an easy guy to
Slider,
take deep.
fastball, changeup.
Torkelson
Outside,
in
that's
now.
the ball.
Takes ball
And what a
one off the
fastball he
plate.
has. But if he
Abreu,
makes a
very
mistake with
difficult guy
that
to get
pitch,
hits
watch
off of.
out.
It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every
2-0.
pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just
Torkelson
fouling
0
off
for
one of his
3, but just put
pitches.
the ball in play every time.
2-0 to count. Here it comes.
Fastball in.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Attacking
Unless
torque
he
away.
beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day.
Aw.
You can pretty much forget about it.
As a
That's
hitter,
tough.
there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that somehow, some way,
foul
whether it's a
away.
hit by pitch, a
That
walk,
2-2.
something bad happens because outside
Finally
of that,
did
the
throw a
stuff is
pitch
just too good
inside.
to fail.
Struck him out looking.
Oh, I hate the strike zone.
Now batting.
Here's
Second
Gleyber
baseman,
Torres.
Gleyber Torres.
That's honestly one of the few that you could at least argue today on that outer edge.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's
Gleyber
not that
Torres
he's
is
trying
1 for
to
1,
deceive
but
the
he's
hitters.
reached
He just has this natural
all 3
flow
times in
that
this
makes it hard
game
for
with 2
hitters to pick the
walks.
ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they
I don't know how
what the
we're out in
velocity
front on
numbers
that.
are.
Thing floated. What did we do wrong there?
Bases empty, 1 away. Here in the top
Nothing.
half of
That's a
inning
good
number
swing. 3 straight sliders.
seven.
And that one missed
And the count is 2-2.
by at least a foot. 2-2. And Gleyber, his second hit of the day. He chased down long single for Torres. Gleyber Torres on base 4 times.
And now here is
And now
Andy
Ibanez.
Ibanez.
Tough double plays last time, but they just worked him away and away and away.
And first offering is fouled off.
Might have been late on that.
Boog, the runner at first needs to
No,
be careful
no,
right
just
here.
early.
He's dealing with a pickoff artist
Okay.
on the mound.
That one ripped by Ibanez. And trouble. It will be cut off by Alvarez. So a good play in left field.
And that forces
You allow
the
that
runner
to
to
get
hold on
into
at second. Two
the
on,
left center
with
field
one
gap.
Now batting.
Nothing good's happening to
Dylan
Houston.
away. 2
Dingler.
on, 1 out.
Look at the
Dingler
look at the walk
up
up for
now the
Dingler.
Tigers.
Like he's a big threat or something. 2 for 3 on the day though.
In there at the knees. 0-1.
Well, in this situation with runners
Ding ain't
on,
doing
you gotta
anything
get
on
ahead
that.
in the count. that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right
Yep.
there.
Swings through that one out in front
No
that
ball,
time.
2 strikes.
And the 0-2.
Next pitch is outside.
It's like the Astros know what the strike zone
He's seeing the
is.
ball out of the pitcher's hand
They've been
really
trying
well
that
right
since
now.
the start of the game.
Got him. Dave Lawrence rings him up.
Fucking bottom fell out from underneath that. Good day for Colt Keith, though. 1 for 1. I believe he's also walked twice.
The
Down low.
shortstop takes the ball.
18 pitches in the inning for Abreu.
In the dirt.
Dude, his changeup is one of the nastiest things I've ever seen.
2 on, 2 outs. Fought off foul.
And yet I'm still out in front on the fastball.
That's down and in.
I mean, it's unreal. Like,
Torres.
fastball
Second,
at the
Ibanez
knees,
on
and
the
then that
first of 2 down.
changeup starts way above it, breaks way below it.
That
And
one
inside, full
close.
count.
And the count's full.
Oh, no. Baez due next. Ooh.
Stays alive.
First pitch not at the knees or lower. And this at-bat from Abreu.
3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Swing
Into
and a
left.
high fly ball left field. Alvarez.
Alvarez underneath it.
Brings it in.
Have had no
That is
luck
that.
in left field today.
Tigers strand a pair, but they still lead it 7-3.
4-run lead. Oh, yes. That's just terrible.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Astros designated hitter, John
Sucks we couldn't have gotten more out of Reese.
Singleton.
It just shows you the depth of the counts that Houston was getting themselves into. The fact that Reese only had 2 strikeouts. Kenta Maeda, why not send him back out for a second inning of work? Save the
And first
bullpen the
offering
best
is
we
fouled
can.
off.
And if he has a decent one, maybe even a third.
Right through
Anchor
there
in.
for a strike.
Kenta is a fairly good strike thrower. Problem is, it's in slow motion as John Singleton has hit one a mile back here. Baez up against the wall will make the play and get that in. Singleton does not extend it further with his slow speed.
When you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra
I'm going to assume we missed that over the plate. Either that or they just put another good swing on a well-located pitch.
Jeremy Pena will hit next.
Missed, but it wasn't a bad miss. Whoa, he swung at that, but it's foul.
And foul ball.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to
One
look over
and
their shoulder
one.
and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try
Lot
to do
of
too much.
speed for Pena. That's such a terrible sweeper. Nobody's really had a great feel for any of their pitches all day. Chopper. This is going to be impossible. Colt Keith's throw. Safe is the call. It's a close play.
Corners after the infield single.
Don't think we're going to get a look at it.
Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know? Yeah, no question.
Even quicker than his other infield single.
And stepping in for the Astros.
And I want to say both of his infield singles have been on pitches outside of the zone. Really don't want to do this.
Pitch
Counts
misses,
1-0.
and that's ball 1.
Not going to get any more action up. We'll just leave Herter up for the moment.
On the
Chopper,
ground,
this
2
is a
ball.
tough turn for 2. Keith on to second, barely got him. Back to first, they called him safe.
Run scores.
I mean, a run's going to score regardless. I thought this was a close play. Oh, he might have been safe. Can't take a look at it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Up next for the Astros. Went with a sweeper, but it misses. The Tigers leading by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th.
I don't even understand how Altuve did that.
And that's way high. And it's 2-1.
Well, it's safe to say I don't think we're getting a third inning out of Kenta. That's hit hard center field. Baez is back there. He ain't going to make the play. Oh, no. Not only that, he took the worst play off the carom. It is 7-5. I thought we were going to hold Houston without a run on this play. There was a stack up on the base pass for whatever reason.
Could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
And then as soon as it hit off the wall.
Center fielder, Mauricio Dubon.
I mean, we're in so much trouble here. I think we gotta go after Dubon with Maeda.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. There's a strike.
0-2.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Oh, Jesus Christ. How are they pulling these? How do they continue to foul these off? I think we got like 5 strikeouts all series. Oh, my Lord. That's going to get by Torres. Carpenter nearly missed the ball. That's going to be another run for Houston. Disaster.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2.
I almost missed the fucking ball.
So next up for Houston,
well, now Brant Herter will come in.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming.
Against Jordan Alvarez. Oh, what a great inning. What a great game for Detroit.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season.
Ball 1 to Jordan.
We'll see if that factors in.
The 1-0.
Oh, my God. Can I get one of those calls that Houston has gotten at least 10 times today?
This one ripped, but
one of them.
To the right.
It's so hard to slow yourself down.
Like, there's such a blatant advantage for the Astros. These 2 games, it's ridiculous.
When you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
And fouled off.
With 2 strikes.
And I don't get why they don't swing at him. They can make contact on every other pitch that's near the zone.
And it's fouled off.
Every fucking good pitch they can foul off. At will.
That one misses.
Are we serious, dude?
This count runner, not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
We're out of the inning. It's been a disaster already.
Keeps the at-bat going.
Why do we have to keep going?
Time getting a pitch by him as a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
It's 6 foul balls. I don't even know.
9th pitch of the at-bat.
This is ridiculous.
Drilled to right, way back.
It gets worse. It gets fucking worse. Inning was over. Inning was over, and the ump didn't call it.
It's 8-7. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time.
Can't change the eye level on Jordan Alvarez. He'll just blast it out of here. Sweet. Can't drop in a pitch at the knees because it's not going to get cold today.
Over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
This has been a joke of a series. We won game 1. Cool. It was a pain in the ass to play. And now the Astros, how many runs have they scored this inning? I don't even know. And apparently I don't even care. It's taken 2 pitchers to get 1 out. There is still only 1 out in the inning.
That's in there.
Oh, now, thanks, ump. Thanks! You're about 5 pitches too late.
And that one fouled off.
Just hand out souvenirs the whole damn evening.
Battling here as he fouls it.
We can't get swings and misses. There's not a damn pitcher on this team that can get a swing and a miss. On the ground to Colt Keith. Yay. Out number 2 as long as Colt Keith doesn't fucking blow.
Now batting, catcher, Yainer.
A 5-run lead has disappeared.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Yainer Diaz. Outside. 1-0.
Clown show.
Just missed.
They know. They fucking know. Well, these calls are going against them. That's a bullet. Ibanez is there.
The grab, and that will end the inning. But it's a huge 5-run inning.
5-run inning.
Them the lead. 8th inning coming up. It's
Sweet.
The Astros 8 and the Tigers 7.
And all that we've done to this point in the game is not enough.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brian King.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And
well, we're going to have to touch up the back end of the Astros pen. And we have 6 outs to do it. Baez guided. What a pitch to do some damage on, and Javi sent it to the moon. Good thing the roof's open, otherwise it would have hit it.
So digging in, Justin Henry Malloy.
Yeah, here's J-Hen. I mean, it really doesn't get much better than what we just saw there with Javi. And same for Malloy. We have seen 2 pitches right down the pipe and popped them up.
Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
We ain't meant to win today.
Kerry Carpenter up now for
I mean, now it's just Carpenter trying to extend the inning. I mean, we'd have to extend the inning with both Carpenter and Green to get torque up.
And that one is downstairs. And
disaster.
That is ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Josh Hader, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Sousa also
2-0.
throwing. And that's way high.
It is at times I feel that, you know, teams don't treat Carpenter any differently when they have a lefty on the mound, which doesn't make a lot of sense.
And you see the results.
Swings and misses. 2 balls and a strike.
Instead of letting the hitter get his
2-1.
arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Carpenter ain't doing nothing with that. Ain't a chance in hell. All heat. All on the inner third.
Gets a piece.
Went to the middle of the plate that time. It remains 2-2. He probably just missed.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That one a little bit high.
Gotten some help, but in the most useless spots.
Happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, "That's not up."
And Carpenter, why not go for the trifecta? 3 weak fly balls in the inning.
Tigers fail to make any noise. We've got a
2 of them on pretty fucking good pitches. We don't even have any help up in the pen.
Ready for the bottom of the 8th.
We're
Now the
boned.
third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
I also don't even know, like, who I'd bring in. Like, fucking Canely, because who cares? Gunther?
First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Yeah, well, this umpire's missed badly much of the game.
And there's a ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Just missed.
I've had enough. Add an L to our record. I don't care anymore.
Fastball for a strike.
I'd love to get the help the Astros have gotten.
And that drops in for a strike.
3-2.
We're just bone. Like, for one, Reese Olson couldn't hit the fucking edge of the zone all game. Nobody can.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss
Unreal.
right there, or for the
Absolutely
Maybe call it that last
unreal.
pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Tap foul at the plate. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swing. And
Oh, wow.
popped up.
Good to know it's not just me. It's John Singleton's bum ass.
And he makes the catch. And there's one away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate.
What a
Had pretty good timing
stupid
on it.
game.
Just got
I can't wait for
right.
Jeremy Pena's
Jeremy
third
Pena
infield
up next
single
for the
of the day.
Astros. And a first
Oh
pitch
my
fastball
God.
is in for a
That
strike.
wasn't so hard, was it?
Pitch in baseball, strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives a little bit more confidence to move to the at bat.
2 to 20 on calls.
So glad
On
these
that edge today.
ballparks have installed the netting
probably not
to
true,
protect
but it's
the
what it
fans,
feels
keep things
like.
Safer all around the league.
That was pretty nasty.
Wow, we actually got rewarded for a dot for once.
Up next. for
Now it's the right
Astros.
fielder, Chas
Right
McCormick.
fielder, Chas McCormick.
That's more trouble.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit.
Carpenter will cut it off, but a run's going to get up. A runner's going to get up to third.
Two away. So 2 outs with
This
runners
is
on the corners.
disaster.
Here's the Astros leadoff man.
We'll
And
put
here
in
comes the
Tommy
Tigers
Canley just to
manager
try and
the
keep
mound.
this at a
There's
one-run
change
game.
coming.
Not exactly like Canley's a pitcher we trust, but the hell else do we do? Brain Herder didn't get it done.
Now pitching for
Tommy
Detroit.
Canley gets handed the rock
Number
out of the pen.
43.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
There's a strike.
Wow!
Well, if he's going to steal second,
Correct
you want him to go
call.
early in the count.
That's
That way
rare.
He's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate.
On the
Go
ground,
ahead and get it
Torres.
out of the way so the hitter can focus on the
If he
pitch.
ever throws the ball.
Handles throws to first. That ends the inning as they squander a
Tigers
chance to pick up
head
some
to the
insurance.
ninth,
Nicely
trailing by
done for the
1.
Tigers bullpen there.
Kenta Maeda and
Full.
Brant
It's
Herder
the Astros
blew this
8
one
and the Tigers 7.
for us here today.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Astros.
And
All
here
good.
comes the closer,
All
Josh
good.
Hader.
71.
Now, I guess this isn't a terrible thing. We've got Josh Hader, a left-hander, with Torkelson and Torres due up in the inning. And if Green especially is able to get on, you just never know.
Swing and a miss.
I don't even know why you would aim to a slider up there, but it worked. Never slid.
Checks
Uh-huh.
called strike.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that
We're gonna
all
get
day
a
long.
nasty
That's what you
one
get in
away.
batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch
Yeah.
to adjust to.
Misses off the plate. And the count is 1-2.
1-2 on Green. Now
Outside.
2-2. 3 sliders in the at-bat to Green. Tigers trying to make up for that 5-run 7th. Green 2.
Full count.
You do not want to run her on for Torg.
3-2 on the way.
And, wow,
He walked in.
the
And that
commitment
keeps
to the
things going.
slider
That's a
there
tough
for
one to swallow
Hader.
right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count.
I mean, that was
0-2,
not
and
competitive
just
at
find a way
all.
to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Huh. Fly
down
ball
the
right
line.
field.
McCormick
Fairly
sizing this
deep.
one up.
Just shy of the track for Torg.
And there's one down.
Torque hasn't gotten it done
Here's
today.
Gleyber
However,
Torres.
Glaber has. Something in the gap. Could get a run home.
And that's
Ball, that's out.
outside. Crowd
They know.
locked in right now.
They know.
1-run game here in the ninth.
Outside edge has been open all day. And Glaber has hit one hard. It is off the wall. Green will not be able to score. Torres is into second.
And that's his third hit.
But the tying and go-ahead runs are on.
Spots or things can get away from you.
Oh my goodness, there's life. And now it's Andy Ibanez. with a left-hander on the mound, albeit a very good one in Hader. We will not go to a pinch runner. An intentional walk issued to Ibanez. I mean, I guess. Well, we're going to be put in a spot here. Dylan Dingler is not going to bat. I guess it's going to be Tomas Nido. I mean, really wanted to give Nido a day off, even though we did DH yesterday. Tomas Nido will come off the bench. I mean, it's not ideal. It's not much better. In fact, it might be worse, but I trust Nido so much more. That one is into right field and down. Tomas Nido takes the first pitch he sees, and he will give the Tigers the lead. A blown save for Josh Hader. Tomas Nido off the bench. Oh, my God.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen.
Don't get me wrong, I am still having a miserable time playing this game, but I really thought that the Astros were going to get away with that.
Now pitching
Bennett
for the
Sousa
Astros.
gets the call from the pen.
Number 62. Bennett.
And bring on Bennett Sousa to try and get you 2 outs before another run crosses home plate.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
And all of a sudden, we got to revamp the pen. Let's see, who do we got up? 2 right-handers, but the lefty is Alvarez. So we will go with Tyler Holton in the 9th. You cannot give a right-hander to Alvarez.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first
And Colt Keith, line out.
That'll
That'll be out number 2. Hit it right to Altuve.
I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made
Well, here's
solid
Baez.
contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're
1 for 4, the big hit early in the game. And inside to
Stands
Javi.
in now, looks at that one inside. And it's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Good fastball from Sousa.
And that is out
Slider
of play.
took off way late on us. An unfortunate 1 and 2.
2 outs.
And Baez, week 1, center field, caught.
And that'll do it.
It'll end the inning, and Tyler Holton
2-3-4
will come on.
in the bottom of the 9th. Tigers 9. and
Face
the
2,
Astros
3,
8.
4 to try and shut the Astros down, which has been a very hard thing to do today.
He takes over behind the plate to do the catching after entering the game as a
Now, we
pinch hitter.
could go after Dubon with Canely, but we're kind of flirting with disaster.
Dubon in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
1-0.
Canely's able to get an out. This is great, but... Oh, fuck me.
Now 2-0.
3 and oh my lord!
frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
1-run game, bottom 9. And the tying run is on base.
Oh yeah, right at the knees. Yeah, give it to him. Just hand him the game. That's fine.
Substitution being made at first. Astros going a pinch runner. Jake Meyer.
Absolutely unbelievable.
And next to hit for Houston.
Well,
Yordan
Tyler
Alvarez.
Holton will now
He's
come
already
on with
the
the
skin.
tying run
And
on.
here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming.
Fell down 3-0 on our own, but that fourth
As
one,
he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher.
yeah, just
after
fuck
this
us some
break.
more, why don't you?
Now pitching for
Tyler Holton comes out trying to
Perhaps a disaster
Closer has to be one of the toughest
in the
jobs
making.
baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because
Fouled
of it.
away
Every outing seems
by
to be
Yordan
high
Alvarez.
pressure.
The smartest
This
thing
one
to do
included.
is just going to be
We'll see if
stay
he can
away.
wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Fouled off of Nito in behind home plate. And some pitches to waste here. I don't even know if I want to come inside here on Alvarez. That's in the air. Weakly to right center. Carpenter there.
And there's one down.
Somehow got a decent chunk of that sweeper. But that's a big bat to get through. Even though now we have a left-hander on for Christian Walker.
Right through there for a strike.
Not exactly what you're looking for. Dismissed.
Just out.
Change up, a good one.
But it's a foul ball.
2 strikes on Walker.
Trying to keep the game alive.
Tigers just trying to
in the
salvage
bottom of the
one here.
And
Whoa!
it's a strikeout looking. And they're down to their last.
How similar to last night's game. The Astros get those calls the majority of the game. The Tigers do not. But in the 9th inning, we do. And we're an out away. But here's Yainer Diaz.
Now here is Yainer Diaz. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one.
Big situation right here. You got some speed over there at first base.
And
he represents the tying
the final strike.
Question is, do you send him and get him in the scoring
Tigers a
position,
strike
or you let
away
that
from
batter
winning
swing
this
and then he
series.
puts you ahead?
And we do.
And that's the ball game.
Tell you this, coming to Houston and taking the first 2 is big because what did we do in the wild card series last year? Lose 2 straight. But it has been a very frustrating way to get here. Have not been happy with the strike zone either of the last 2 days. Tommy Kahnle lucks into a win. Josh Hader, the blown save in the loss. And Tyler Holton, save number 7. As we close out this 3-game series tomorrow. Should be Casey Mize on the mound looking for a rebound from last Friday against Baltimore.